Welcome to this week Cup of Tea with Chris and Leigh. I am Chris, that is Leigh.
Yes, hello, welcome to this week's Cup of Tea with Chris and Leigh. There he is, Chris in the background, throwing some shapes as usual in his chair. We've got a great show for you this week. We've got interviews, we've got news, we've got Terp Sports, we've got all the usual good stuff. So you carry on, Chris, over to you.
Next members. Gotta go do Helen, Chloe, Hannah, and Malachi.
Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na, na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana. There's something about his manners. Havana, ooh, na, na. He didn't walk up with that, how you doing? When he came in, he said there's a lot of girls I can do it, but I can't with that. Do him forever in a minute. That's on my night. And Papa says he got Milo in him. He got me feeling like ooh.
Great tunes, Chris, as always, great tunes. I don't know if you've done a joke this week, but I've got a joke for you. It's an old one, but I like it. Why did the hedgehog cross the road? To visit his flatmate. Tumbleweed, silence. Oh, well, it was funny once. On with the show, Chris, back to you.
I'm going to leave you with
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yay, Bruno Mars. Like a bit of Bruno Mars. Good music choice again, Chris. Thank you very much for sending in your clips again this week. And now it's on with the rest of the show with Terp Sports, with the news, a special interview. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next week. Bye. So, pundits, I've got some questions here for you about relative sports at the moment, and the first one is, how do you think the Euros is going so far? Josh?
Well, I think the Euros are going well so far. Like, Portugal yesterday, they matched the 65,000 fans in the stadium, which I was shocked about.
Good to hear the crowd though, isn't it?
Yeah, we missed it.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. Connor, what do you think?
I think the Euros is been okay. I mean, I think some of the actual football's a bit boring.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait. I'm not really, I'm not really. There were right Euros in the World Cup, but to be honest, I don't like the international football really, because it's just like stopping opposition. It's not about having a go and playing football. Just can't wait for the Premier League to come back. It's more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But back to the Euros, who are you most looking forward to seeing? Josh?
I'd say England, Scotland.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that, aren't we? By the time this show's out, this will have already finished, that game though.
Yeah.
So have you got a prediction for that game?
I reckon 3-1 England.
Connor, have you got a prediction for it?
Yeah, I think my first is I'm most looking forward to seeing Jack Grealish play because I'm a big Grealish fan,
Yeah.
and I think England will beat Scotland 3-1. I'm going to nick Ben score before he starts.
All right. But you're looking forward to seeing Jack Grealish play?
Yeah, if he ever gets on the pitch.
All right. And something that's going on at the same time is the Copa America Cup. Have you been watching that? Have you been following it? What do you think of it? No?
I should watch it, but to be honest, I didn't even know they were playing it yet, and I don't even know what channels they're on. I think it's on BBC One Times and all that.
I think I saw a game, Brazil and Venezuela. I think that would be BBC, yeah. Not really following it though. It's a bit too much with the Euros going on at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think of the Premier League fixtures that have just come out? They've announced them for the start of the season. What do you think of them? Connor first.
Well, I'm really happy with the first two things. I'm happy with Liverpool's fixture, Norwich away, and I'm happy with Aston Villa's game. That is Watford away, and Leeds have got a tough game against Man United. But if they can't handle it, they shouldn't be in the Premier League.
Connor, what do you think, Josh?
Well, the first game should be really entertaining with Brentford and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Then Leeds, Man U, Leeds should be 1-0.
Ooh, like the prediction.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Great, okay. We've got one more question. It's not related to football, but it is relevant to England especially and the English summer, and that is Wimbledon. What do you think of the crowd coming back at Wimbledon?
Well, we've missed the crowd, like I said.
Yeah.
It might be a bit quieter, not very well.
Yeah, we'll see. What do you think, Colin?
I like all. I mean, I always used to say my second favourite sport was tennis, but I didn't really understand. I know a little bit about tennis, but I like Wimbledon. I don't really like the tennis. I rather like to see celebrities. There's always a celebrity smart dress like Cliff Richard, Jude Brown. But the thing with Wimbledon starts the 28th of June to the 11th of July. But of course, it's the Queen tennis this week. Queen's, yeah. But I'm happy to get the crowd back. I mean, they're building the crowd back, 15,000 I think, and then by the 11th of July, the final, that's always on the Sunday, they'll have the full capacity.
Just think of all those strawberries they're going to be eating.
Just think of all like a social distance with all the families.
Well, yeah, it's true. Yeah. Okay, well that's it. That's it for the questions. Do you want to sign off, you guys?
Yeah. This has been Episode News with me, Kurt, and
CB.
Signing off. See you next week.
Hello and welcome to this week's special interview with none other than Big Sam Allardyce. Welcome, Big Sam.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We've got a few questions this week, Sam. You're looking a little bit blotchy there, but I think we can manage. Hope your skin condition clears up. Anyway, I've got a few questions here put to you by some people here at SORM. And the first one is, why have you got a reputation as a firefighter manager?
I've taken over teams, and it becomes a bit of a tag that sticks with you, and you can't get rid of it. Big Sam comes in, firefighter, survives these clubs. It's a bit like this about my style of play.
Right, I get it. So you come in and you save clubs that are struggling. So you're kind of putting out the fire that's destroying them. I get it, yeah. Okay, thanks for that. How would you describe your style of play, Sam?
Well, it's absolute rubbish. My style of play is, all the plays I've got, try and play that. If you've got plays you can play. I've certain teams I've had a 6'5" player you play the ball up to, and you go long, you play long ball, and at times in games when you play a team, you can try and play more from the back when you play long ball. But it's absolutely rubbish now, where every team's playing the same way from the back. It's absolutely rubbish.
So you're trying to mix it up a bit.
Ball in the opposition half quickly is the best way.
Alright, okay.
Obviously, I can boast that I have better win percentage than anyone else because I might have won game when I won it. I look back at it, and of course, the job is gone. I don't have a job, and of course, being taken away by my own actions doesn't help me. But I love action managing England. It's a great job, and that is my big regret, man. Not here to manage England.
Right. So that's how you feel about it. You're regretful, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Another very straightforward question. How tall are you, Sam?
6'4".
6'4". So is this why they call you Big Sam?
They call me Big Sam because I'm big and I'm tall.
Okay. Do you like it that they call you Big Sam?
I'm not, to be honest, I'm not really, because it's like you wouldn't call, let's say, you wouldn't call you big, you wouldn't call yourself tallly or bigly, would you?
No.
It's stupid.
It's just stuck, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And we've got one real final question for you today, brought from Connor, and that is, what was your best job?
Well, of course, rising in England, the national team's the biggest job, and obviously winning one game, who can beat that?
Sam, I would just like to say, I hope your skin condition clears up. It's quite terrible, that.
Yeah.
Get some medication. Okay, thanks, Sam.
Welcome to Soul News, this is CB. The news. The 4-week extension is being added. Quite honestly, we all expected, but of course we are disappointed. Happy to comply to combat the virus. We managed to get Dwayne getting on the drums.
With Harris
And Scooby-Doo. Here's the evidence. We've got Jack Extreme drumming with 2 strings.
2 sticks.
2 sticks.
So the Soul News is 3 job adverts went out last week, and we've had over 150 applicants. So I'm going to be looking at applicants for the next week or so. We've got some brilliant ones, and hopefully in 3 to 4 weeks we may have 2 new staff members coming. That's my Soul News.
Go on then.
This is me, CB. Seeing you next week if I don't see you before.
Yeah, like it.
Today we are at Ellen Road. And I've got a few questions for you.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Why do you support Leeds?
I've supported Leeds since coming here as a child, and I remember going up the steps and looking at this massive football field in front of me, and it was like, I'll never ever forget that feeling.
What do you think of Marcel Bielsa?
He's a brilliant manager. I think we're very, very lucky to have him. And just the other day, even though it's the end of the season, at the moment, he turned up to the under-11s training. I mean, what more could you ask of the manager? These kids are absolutely beaming. He's a fantastic manager, and I think that he'll do well for us next season.